In this tutorial, I'll be solving another problem on associative array. And the question is, given an array ages which represent the names and ages of students in the class, we have to find the name of the 80th student in the class. This question is similar to one of the previous questions we solved, and that is finding the largest number in an array. If you remember, in solving the question, we took two steps. The first one is setting a default value. And the second one was looping through the array. And anytime you find a number which is greater than the default number, that number automatically becomes the maximum number. We continue with this to the end of the array. The solution to this is also similar to these two steps, but with some little modifications. The first one, setting the default. In this case, we'll be setting default for two variables. In this case, we'll be setting default for the age and also the name of student. Now I will teach you how to find default when solving any problem. In this case, we are dealing with the first one is age. We have to find the maximum. So all you have to do is to draw a straight line like this. Assuming this is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and it continues like this. And this is -1, -2, the negative side. You have to find the maximum value. The maximum value always points towards this direction. To find the default has to be directly opposite the maximum value. So the default will be pointing towards this direction. To choose a default, choose a number that is extremely not possible. For example, we are dealing with age. Choose something that is not possible in this direction. An age of a person can never be -1 or something like -1 million. Something that is extremely not possible. And in PHP, we have a constant to represent number that is extremely negative, and that is the most negative integer you can have in PHP. So it is written as PHP int minimum. This is the lowest integer you can have in PHP, and the value is something like -2 billion. So this is the value. So we can simply represent our default age in a question wherein we are finding maximum by a number that is extremely low. Let us try for minimum value. Assume we like to find, in a question we want to find a minimum value. So let's find a default. In this case, you can draw the same line. This is 0, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is -1, -2, -3. In this case, you are finding minimum value which points towards this direction. Your default value should be extremely opposite. So this is the default value. So it means your default value can be something extremely large, maybe something like 1 million. So just choose a number that is extremely large and something that is not possible. In this case, assuming you want to find the minimum age, something extremely large that is not possible is something like 1 million. Or otherwise, you can also use the largest integer in PHP, which is PHP int maximum, and the value of this is plus this time around 2 billion. So with this, you can find minimum or maximum in any question we are solving. The next thing is to set default for name. To set default for name, you also choose something that is extremely not possible. For example, if you are setting the default to be an empty string, you are pretty sure that nobody will have a name that is empty, or maybe something like asterisk, because I don't think you can't have any name with asterisk like this. So this is how to set default value in any problem you are solving in software development. Make the default be something that is extremely impossible. So the second step is loop. But in this case, since we are dealing with associative array, we'll be using for each loop. Anytime we have an age which is greater than the maximum, then that age becomes the maximum, and the name attached to the age will be the name of the person that has the highest age. In the next tutorial, we'll be putting everything into code.